Alright, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link is in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there too. They asked me to put it up, I'll put it up. This video, though, is entitled, Can You Be Pro-Black but Not Pro-Black Family? Obsidian was bringing up family, and that's a great question, in my opinion. I mean, the thing about it is a lot of people want to be pro-black economics, pro-black communities, pro-black revolution. But the biggest problem in that is you're not pro-black family, whether it's nuclear or extended, because you want to be politically pro-black, but the plan is only short-sighted, short-lived. Because if you're not pro-black family, you don't have a next generation to execute the next phase. So how pro-black can you be? And to me, that's what's interesting is because let's take into consideration pro-black economics. This is why people can say they're individuals, because the community is not family oriented. And even if you can't, ideally we're talking about two-parent households, but even beyond that, cohesive co-parenting if you don't have two-parent households. So what's going on is economically that kills, because when you can't be a family, you got two separate entities financially with two different financial agendas. So there's no unity fiscally. There's no unity economically. There's no we'll support this, we won't support that type thing. There's no saving. There's not necessarily planning. I ain't gonna say there's no saving, but there's less saving and less planning, because you're operating as an individual rather than as a group. You can save more as a group than you can as an individual in general, normal sense. So economically, you're really not that pro-black, right? And you can also gravitate to more black business ideology to a degree, or finding people to support, because two heads are better than one. But that's the family thing. Politically, since it's two different, since it's not really a family, it's not united, then that means you have two different political agendas. One family might, one person might have a conservative agenda, one person might have a liberal agenda, but politically speaking, you got two different agendas, because you're not on, we're not on one accord, because the family isn't on one accord to what's beneficial for the family, because everybody is an individual going for self. So can you be pro-black that way? No, because a house divided can't really stand. So both sides are going to be counterproductive, because you're not ultimately, which I probably should have started with, the reason why I say it's a problem is because with two different ideologies, you have two people competing for what's in the best interest of the next generation. So, on a best sense, you have two people who give a kid opposite two different options. In a worse sense, you basically lead a kid nowhere. So that's a problem. But back to the political part, because you got two differing agendas. What benefits the group? What benefits your group might hinder the other group. What benefits the other group might hinder that group. You get what I'm saying? So you're going nowhere because your agendas are counterproductive to each other. Big problem. Big problem. So can you be pro-black and not be pro-black family? When it comes down to business, for the most part, for businesses to thrive and last, you're gonna to go from one generation to the next. You're gonna have to have a family business, right? Now when a business turns into like a corporation or conglomerate, that's a whole nother animal. But to get a business to grow, it usually needs to get passed down to stay in business for long enough to grow. This quick exponential growth is a little bit overrated if you think about it. But because what you're having is there's not necessarily anything to pass down, because each generation wants to go on their own endeavor. So you're constantly recycling entrepreneurs, but not maintaining the businesses, because family isn't an issue. Like when you see this is feeding the family, you're not gonna stop it, right? But since it's more of an individualistic thing, it's no family to feed, so it's no reason to guide the next generation into this, which also leads into the lack of, from the lack of family, you have the lack of businesses that pass down to families, which also led to the lack of mentors and apprenticeships. So you don't have a lot of people that take you under their wing and groom you for the business if their family isn't around, available, or competent at it. Because we want to be pro-black, but not pro-black family, which is a bigger problem. You get people who are so revolutionary in ideology because to a degree they're not pro-black family. Because a real revolution takes money and time. But since you're not pro-black family, you just want to smash and grab and get it all over with and hope for the best. But everybody else's family needs to die, not yours. Or you might not even have a family. You want the people with families to fight. So it's a big issue, because then you're not necessarily pro-black, because you're not pro-black family, because you don't have one. So you don't really know to what extent how much skin you're actually putting in the game. Also, because if you're not pro-black family, you're not pro-black community, because a group of families make a community. So what you get is this disjointed individualism where everybody's just in their own space, doing their own thing in their own, and maybe you get families in certain pockets. But in general, nothing. Not nothing, but it could be more. And because there's no community, there's no way to look at how other families do it, if they're getting it right, or if they're pictured for getting it wrong. There's no families to come to band together and help other families in the community, because like I said before, being raised by my grandparents, um, they, they may have, their era had less money, but they had more community because there were more families. So people would actually look out for each other. You know, because there's less families, you see less people looking out for each other. So, but everybody's pro-black, but not really looking out for each other, or manipulating a situation to look out for people. So it's not what it used to be. So, you know, just a good question. Can you be pro-black and not be pro-black family? Let me know. Peace.